Hello friends, in the garage again. Guess where we are? Under the seat. Dirty. Right in front of the back tire. Suspension. Nastiness. So this tire back here, of course, kicks all the debris all over that. And I haven't washed the bike. So you can see how gunky and dirty you can get back here. So I bought a new toy, a new add-on from our friends at Puig. Doing this one-handed, so bear with me, sorry. Tire hugger, if I can get it out. Come on, don't be shy. There it is. So I'm gonna put this bad boy on. Goes over here. And it's gonna sit something like that. And it's gonna stop. It doesn't cover the whole tire, but it covers enough that anything that does shoot up, it'll just shoot on this piece of plastic here. It won't shoot up here into the electronics and all up in that area. So that's cool. So I'm gonna install this, and let's see here. So we just have to take this one out and this one out. But the two bolts that came with it are hex bolts, they're not Torx. And they're super bright shiny. So here they are right here. So as you can see, there's a can of flat black primer and paint. So I'm gonna paint these. So these are just way too shiny to be sitting on the side of my Darth Vader bike. And then while I'm doing this, I've got the 4 Torx screws that go into my new screen. So I took the liberty of taking the screen off, and I'm gonna paint those suckers black as well. So we've got a uniformed situation. Okay, so I've got all the bolts painted and the Torx screws for the screen. They're just drying right now. Those two go on the tire hugger for these two. So I've got those painted, they're drying. And then what I did so the wheel wouldn't drop down is I just put this protective thing on the rim so it wouldn't scratch the rim. And then I just used this, I forget what these things are called, just one on each side, hooked on here. Not super tight, but just enough tension that this shaft drive shouldn't drop too much. And I've got my Torx all ready to go. And then, so this one is I think this is a 7, or no, there's a T40 for this. Dirty hands. And this is a T50 for this one. So I'm gonna go pull those out and then get the tire hugger installed. I've got the bolts out. This one came out of this one, and then the smaller one came out of here, out of the brakes housing there. So the tire is being held in place by this, like I said before, and I also stuck my trusty Ryobi under the tire. So the tire didn't move at all, but once this bolt came out, this sprung up. So it's very easy. Even with one finger, I can push it down and just line it up to get the new bolts in. That's it. I've got my trusty torque wrench. There's some torque settings for these. Once I put the bolts in, the new bolts, I'm gonna get some Loctite on those bolts. And the directions say to check the tightness of these bolts every 1,000 kilometers, but I would do it before that. But with some Loctite on there and using the right torque setting, should be fine. I'll put the torque settings up on the screen now. They're Newton meters, not in pounds, so I've got a torque wrench here that's got both Newton meters and pounds, so that's cool. So let's get this going and get it in place. Okay, there we are, we're done. I didn't want to film me using a torque wrench. I think everyone knows how to use that, but, and torque wrenches are all different. But here's I painted them so they're nice and black, blend in nice. So this was 56 nanometers, or Newton meters of torque. That one was 24. And the paint held. It didn't even, I was gonna probably have to go back and maybe do a little touch up with a Q-tip or something, but that's it. So that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. It wasn't that hard, and to be honest, that the rig I had set up, holding the tire up, I don't think you really even need to do that. I was just looking at this joint here and not knowing if when I disconnected this bolt that this kind of the swing arm drive shaft would move down more or not. So you may not need to do that. But definitely use the center stand if you're going to do this. And, it wouldn't hurt to put a block or something under the tire just to keep it still. But that's it. And tomorrow I'll go test ride out with my new tire hugger. So the only thing I have to do now, I'm not going to film this, but on the top here, see there's 3 points here. Those little caps come off. There's screws under there. You unscrew them and you can move this to center it. Mine's pretty centered. It's off by just a little bit. So I think maybe tomorrow or something I'll do that. I'll just unscrew these, loosen them a little bit, and then just slide the hugger a little bit to the right, and then it'll be dead center in the tire. And again, the bike is really dirty, so forgive that. I was waiting to get this done so that I could wash the bike. But as you can see, the tire hugger goes, let's see if I can get in here with my hand. I don't know. Or with the camera is more to the point, because that's what you guys are trying to see. So that's the bottom of it. And right in front of it is that plastic guard. So any muck that does shoot up and come out of here, it's gonna go right into that. It's not gonna go up in here anymore. So that's cool. And it looks good. Favorite color, black. I might have to put a decal. Thinking about putting maybe a red decal right here. Ka-ching! Galactic Empire, Star Wars decal. I'm a Star Wars fan, so. And as I've said in my other videos, I think my bike looks like Darth Vader, so I'm gonna continue the theme. So I might possibly do that. I'm gonna put the windshield on before I go to bed. Those screws should be dry. I can put that back on. And then the shield is back with the black screws, torque screws set in. Before they were silver. So I think, again, this looks a lot cooler with just flat black. There's the last look. Let me know what you think. And that's it. So if I don't do another video before the holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. See you next time.